From the home studio in Middletown, Delaware, I am Marshal Manlove from Delaware Sports and my sports reports. It is from the home studio in Middletown, Delaware. I am Marshal. So I was looking over there. It is November 3rd, 2021, 8:21 in the morning. I just had to test something out there. Yeah, got that to work. All right. So here's what's going on. A little inside baseball. Got two monitors set up here. This one that I'm looking at is where the live stream stuff is. This is my mixer. All that stuff. You know, I can do stuff like this. Turn myself off. Like that. A bunch of different buttons and stuff. Change my audio. I can see my live feed on twitch.tv and if that's working. But what I didn't realize yet was that I could pull over something else. And it's the YouTube page. The second voice you heard of me was the live stream on YouTube kicking in. And the reason I wanted to test it is because you can live chat there. Yeah. I just have to mute the sound there. I just hope that I haven't muted myself. Hang on this. Nope, I think we're okay. Let's double check. Chat there. Yeah. I just have to mute the sound there. I just hope that I haven't muted myself. Hang on. Awesome. That is awesome. All right, so you can actually live chat on the YouTube channel, which is mysportsreports.com. Let me see what happens when I pull this over here. Ah, nothing. Okay. That's because it's in a different window. All right, cool. Some of this stuff I have to test live while I'm doing this. And so I just did. All right. That's awesome. I am also live streaming to my personal Facebook page. You can friend request me there if you'd like, although eventually when I believe I have enough people who are friends of mine who have start to follow me on Delaware Sports and my sports reports, I'll just go directly there. So what happens now, more inside baseball, is that I download the recording from the Facebook personal page, upload it to rumble.com, which is here, my sports reports. Please subscribe there. And then my sports reports pumps it out back to the other Facebook pages. One less step I have to take there. So that's cool. Because if you're not a YouTube fan, you can go to Rumble. If you're not a Rumble fan, you go to YouTube. More people are on YouTube right now, but let's face it, not everybody. Sorry about the hair. Okay, so where to begin? Yeah, first let's do this. Yesterday I had a little dyslexia. I'm not dyslexic, but sometimes I mix up numbers when I read them. It's just an occasional thing, and I understand the reason why I did it. I was saying that Wilmington Friends was the 3 seed and Red Lion was the 6 seed. It's obviously the other way around. And had I been able to read the screen, that was like right here. If I just read it, I would have known that. Still might have made a mistake, but apologies for that. Nothing else I apologize for, though. I am here to have fun talking about sports. The reason I talk primarily about high school sports is because I have done so for quite some time. Since I started my local television show, Delaware Sports, back in 1993. Yeah, started originally in 1993. And that ran until 2008 or so. Don't hold me to the exact dates. So that just kind of blossomed into, organically, into covering high school sports because there was more of it and there seemed to be more interest. But I don't have to talk about high school sports at all. I really don't. I can talk about adult sports. I talk about club sports. I don't even have to talk about Delaware sports. I can talk about the other states. That's why I have set up this channel, My Sports Reports, on YouTube, which I now can't put over there. But it's My Sports Reports. A little hard to find. So you got to search a little bit for it if you care. But if you're watching this on Facebook, you're already watching it. I just do ask that you go over to My Sports Reports on YouTube and please subscribe, because I need a certain amount of subscribers on there to get into the revenue stream so I can pay people to do stuff. Remember, I am doing this just for fun and just to promote some things that I do. I have been a public person since I started my television show. When you put yourself out there, you are open to criticism. Totally fine. I don't care. Here's the thing that I know after 28 years of doing television and doing stage shows all across the country in venues from Atlantic City to Las Vegas to Branson and internationally as well. There is no way that you can please 100% of the people who watch you at any time. Just no way to do it. And it doesn't matter your intentions. It doesn't matter how good your intentions are. You cannot please everybody. That's just the way it is. And I just do what I do knowing this very important fact, that the people who are the biggest critics watch 5 times longer than those who just agree with everything I say or like anything that I do. That's just the fact. However, I am just doing what I am doing to have fun. I have I believe a moral responsibility, though, as a 59, almost 60-year adult, to do things to improve the quality of life, at least around me. Try to improve the quality of other people's lives, at least around me, to whom I reach. To whom I reach? Is that right? Yeah. So, what I do on stage, for example, I do for a living, my hypnosis show, I do for a living, but I make people laugh. I actually bring joy. I do it for a living, but I bring joy. It's the number one thing that I do. It is my primary occupation, my primary love, is to perform my stage hypnosis shows all around the country. Tomorrow, for example, I'm heading down to South Carolina, doing a show in Myrtle Beach. Can't wait. It's fantastic. You know where I'm going? I'm going to a party for work, and I make people laugh. I can bring joy to people's lives, and I can get rewarded for it in some way. It's win-win. If I can talk about your kids in some kind of positive manner here, highlight, promote the fact that they are doing something positive, it helps them. Will it help me? I don't know. In this case, doing this might not help me unless, you see that I'm a stage hypnotist and want to book a comedy hypnosis show. Oh, did I not put the one that I wanted up here? Hang on. Oh, man. What did I do? Oh, no, it's over here. Okay. We'll pull that up in a minute. Yeah, so this is my main thing. But I did this sports show for a long, long time until the economy tanked. And the technology is such where I can do it again and highlight the positive achievements of our young people. That's it. Have fun doing it. That's all. And in no way, if there's anything that, see, if I say that player A is good, some people take that and mean that I think that player B is no good and take offense to that. I can't help how you think, right? I can't help how you feel. All I am doing is something that's positive. And what I am doing is expressing my opinion. That's it. What I've done the last couple days, especially yesterday, was express my opinion. That's it. Make observations, express my opinion. That's it. Promote a sport that I happen to know a lot about and I'm involved in. Just express my opinion. That's all. I'm going to keep expressing my opinions in a positive way. But keep in mind that if I say player A is great, that does not mean that player B I don't have any respect for. It doesn't mean that at all. This picture that you see up here is of Lauren DeSantis from Newark High School. She made the second team All Blue Hen Conference field hockey team. Submitted by her coach, Tina Zhang. She tried to submit another picture of a player who made the first team. I put out a request to every coach in Delaware for every sport for the fall season to submit pictures of their kids who are going to make the all-state and all-conference team. And some of them aren't known yet, so you can't get any of those. But keep in mind that when I do these all-conference and all-state shows, if you don't see your kid's picture up there, it won't be because I haven't asked for it. So if you're a parent watching this and you believe or know already that your student athlete is on an all-conference team or all-state team, please, by all means, send me the picture and some statistical information, if you have it, to mysportsreports@gmail.com. So I'm going to do a series of these shows which will highlight those kids. And let me tell you the reason why for that. So I've been in the sports broadcasting business since 1993. Took some time off, concentrated on a stage career that I needed to. Thank God I had when the economy crashed in 2008. And during my time in sports broadcasting, I heard this story from a newspaper guy, an editor at the Newark Post, where I was the sports editor for a little while, who was talking about how a young man sadly had his father pass away. And one of the things that his father had in his wallet was a newspaper clipping of when he was younger, when he made the honor roll at high school. And it was a list, just a list, an old, pretty faded, yellowed piece of newspaper that had his name on it as making the honor roll. It was that important to him. It's very powerful lesson there. A lot of people work very hard at what they do, and everybody wants some sort of recognition in some way. It's just human nature to want to be recognized for an accomplishment that you have. We seek that attention from our parents and growing up. We want our parents to be proud. We want to be proud of our own accomplishments. And it's a good thing, therefore, I believe, to create something that provides that feeling for somebody who has worked real hard and achieved something. And success is relative, right? What is success for one person is not success for another, and vice versa. I am not a wealthy man, but I will tell you this. Last year, I reached a goal of writing, publishing a book. I think I've sold like 8 copies or something like that. To maybe somebody like Stephen King, that's not a success, right? But to me, that was a success. I had a goal, I reached it. It was a fantastic thing. You can pick up a copy of that book, by the way, on my website at marshalmanlove.com. Stage Hypnosis, Methods, Myths, and Memories. So sometimes I have to pat myself on the back because others won't do it. That's totally fine. I don't care at this point in my life. What I get a better feeling out of, though, is helping somebody else, recognizing, acknowledging somebody else who has done something noteworthy, right? That's what we're here to do. That's what we're here to do. And express opinions. So, sometime, as soon as I can get as many of these pictures as possible and some of the information about them. I mean, I can certainly just put the lists up there. That's easy, but this is a video. I want to put pictures with them. So this is Lauren DeSantis from Newark High School. Her coach, Tina Zhang, I hope that's how you say it, sent that in. She's going to send in the other one. I just didn't have the program to open up the file that she sent me. Some other coaches have sent me pictures. I just wanted to use this as an example because it just got to me last night. Hold off on another example in a moment, show in a minute. Let's just go over some of the things that happened yesterday in Delaware High School sports. There you'll see Lauren DeSantis, second team All Blue Hen Conference. I don't know if it's all been released. Sneak preview. Oh, that brings up a point. Long time. So I originally launched Delaware Sports, the web.com, back in 1997. I've evidence of it from 1999 on archive.org. But one of the things that I did back then, which isn't such a big deal now, but it caused a lot of controversy, when I got the all-state lists, I would post them. And it would beat the newspapers. So, people appreciated their kids having their names on the internet and seeing their names on the list, but it really angered some people. So even when you try to do something positive, right, in some way, you still make people angry. So I just do it. There's no nefarious, tried to use too big a word there for this time in the morning. There's no malintent here at all. All right. What I'm going to show you in a little bit is a very blatant example of how you just can't please everybody. Yesterday in field hockey, Bella Del Oso and Rebecca Olson each had a goal and an assist for the Auks of Archmere Academy as they beat the Force of the Charter School of Wilmington 4-3. The Auks end up the regular season with a big win, and they're 12-3 going into the tournament. Last day of competition for field hockey and boys soccer is tomorrow. The Force end up 13-2. So even though the Force lose this match, they get bonus points because Archmere is 12-3. And they had a great year going into the tournament. Good luck to them. Sophia Orlando scored twice for Newark Charter. They're now 12-2 heading into the tournament. Their final game is today. They beat Wilmington Christian 5-0. The Tatnall School ends up 12-3 with a 3-1 win over Sanford. Rachel Whitehead scored 2 goals. Cape Henlopen rolls over Sussex Central 10-0. Reagan Jabatoni scored 4 times and had an assist. Mackenzie Brown scored 2 times with assists from Louise Rishko. They are now 13-1 with Milford left on the schedule today or tomorrow. Delmar, 9-1 winners over Dover. Macy Bradford scored 3 times. And the Holloman sisters, Jordan and Josie, combined for 3 goals and 3 assists. They end up their regular season 15-0, outscoring their opponents 137-3, averaging 9.1 goals a game. And they are going to have a rematch game with Cape Henlopen at Sussex Academy on November 6th, Saturday, at 2 o'clock. I think it's $5 to get into that game. You want to see high-level, high school field hockey? Go watch this game. Attend this game at Sussex Academy. I've never been to Sussex Academy. I think it's in Georgetown. I'll be coming back. I would go to this. This is one I would go to for sure. Just as a sports fan, a girls sports fan. Which reminds me, yeah, I spend more of my time really on girls sports. It's just something that kind of happened organically over the course of a couple decades too. But I would see this game. It's a rematch. Delmar beat Cape Henlopen 2-1. It's for the Henlopen All Conference Championship, I guess. It's Henlopen North versus Henlopen South. Isabella Brown scored 2 times, and Alexis Sitowski had a goal and an assist for Caravel as they beat St. George's 4-0. They end up 8-4-3 in the regular season. That's the Bucks. Some other scores: Lake Forest 5-0 over Charter. Wilmington Friends and Tower Hill played to a scoreless tie. Smyrna 1-0 over Milford. Sussex Academy 3-1 over Polytech. Brandywine over Hodson 4-0. In boys soccer, Leicester Cyennes Marquez scored 2 goals, and Ryan Vasquez had the other goal and assisted on another as the Rams beat Wilmington Christian 3-1. The Rams started off this season 0-4. They've now won 7 in a row, and they're 9-5 with just Smyrna left on the schedule. St. Mark's beat McCain 3-0. St. George's 1-0 over Sussex Academy. Friends over Tower Hill 1-0. Laurel 3-1 over Seaford. Brandywine 2-1 over Concord. Middletown 2-1 over Smyrna. Odessa, the Ducks 2-1 over Mount Pleasant. And Woodbridge 2-1 over Christiana. The Middletown Cavaliers were the Blue Hen Conference volleyball champion, beating Concord in 3 sets, 25-15, 25-21, and 27-25 in the 3rd set to sweep the Raiders. Emma Stibe had 14 kills for Concord. No stats available or submitted from Middletown. That's why I don't have them. If you have them, please feel free to submit them to mysportsreports@gmail.com. I'll be happy to update that. Also this Saturday, besides that big contest between Cape and Delmar, the the Newcastle County Cross Country Championships and the Sussex County Cross Country Championships. I don't know what I'll do as far as video is concerned the next 3 days because I'll be away. driving down to Myrtle Beach. It's 500 miles. Show Friday. Come back Saturday. Have some houses to show on Sunday, I believe. But here's something I wanted to show you about how critical people are. And this was the time in my hypnosis career anyway, where I really stopped caring about what people think. I just do what I do. I just know that you can't please 100% of the people. But for whatever reason, like, you know, if you please 99% of the people, it's the 1% that for some reason talks the loudest. And they also watch the longest. So I do this routine. It's called the flesh magnet. And the skit is that hypnotized people believe that the floor is a flesh magnet. Now, I happen to have a lot of kids hypnotized here. It's a lot. I mean, there's more over on the outside of the screen to the far left. But I'll show it to you first of all, so I can promote my show a little bit, but I'm going to make a point here.
That gets more and more powerful as the seconds go by, and begins to pull your head down toward your lap. And as it pulls your head down toward your lap, you go deeper and deeper into relaxation. It pulls you down, 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 deeper down you go. It might even pull you into the floor. Just make sure that you go down safely. It pulls you down, down, deeper down, and you relax more, and deeper, and deeper down you go. It feels good.
So, the point I want to make here is, I think you can see the cursor, is this dude back here, all right? He wakes up, doesn't respond to the skit. It happens. I don't force anybody to do anything, right? People wake up. Don't you know that I get comments about this, like, oh, that guy in the back, it didn't work for him. You didn't get him. And I said to myself, there's 80 people here, okay? It's 80 people. I don't know what the percentage is, 79 out of 80. But if you were shooting free throws, baskets, batting, shooting goals, whatever, and you were 79 successful 79 out of 80 times on a regular basis, you're going to the Hall of Fame, okay? But there's always someone who, no matter how positive you are, you know, how good you're doing, there's always someone that has to be a critic. And I don't listen to them. This one kind of bothered me when it first happened. Like, what are you talking about? This isn't just like shooting free throws, though. This is making 79 out of 80 people believe the floor was a flesh magnet. All right? I'll pat myself on the back for that one. That was pretty good. That's pretty successful. All right? For some reason, I let the criticism bother me for like a couple days. Because I thought to myself, how do you not convince that these people that what they just saw was pretty amazing? Right? And I realized that you just can't. And this is after being on TV for quite some time, but specifically for the hypnosis show, this is what this was. But it pertains to everything. So I just do what I do and let the chips fall where they may. I have only good intentions at all times, all right? Except when it comes to people criticizing those who referee contests and the names that they call them. Because remember, all those people have good intentions also. Nobody goes there thinking that they're going to do something to make one team win or another. Nobody cares which team wins or loses. They're there to judge a game, make a little extra money, help kids. Right? That's what we're doing. All right. Well, if you would like to have a show like this, just reach out to me at marshalmanlove.com. Reach the site there. If you would like to submit pictures of your kid that you are aware of has made an all-conference team or all-state team, or if you believe that they're going to, I'll have it on file just in case the name definitely comes up. So I know some parents are watching this, so you can send in pictures of your kids. All right. I only have a few prior to asking for these pictures from all the coaches. So I think that's it. This was actually longer than I thought it was going to be today. That's cool. That's fine. If you know somebody that's doing well, I would interview that person also. I have extended open invitations to every athletic director and coach in this state in the fall season. I'll do so for the winter season as well, to bring in kids. I'll interview coaches. Doesn't matter. It's not about me. It's about everybody else. I'm just facilitating and promoting my hypnosis show. Yeah, okay. That's, yes, that's what I'm doing. But open invitations, just reach out to me. mysportsreports@gmail.com. Happy to do it. Everyone, every coach in the fall season, every athletic director has received this information, this request to send me information, send me pictures, give me suggestions for interviews. Every single one. I'm here to promote local sports and the athletes because they galvanize communities. That's why we're here. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Marshal Manlove, and now I am gone. Sometimes I just can't smile naturally. Like whatever.